Doug MPA back with another video. So guys, I'm continuing this series on my channel about tattoo regret. On my channel, I always say don't get a tattoo before you're 25, guys. And this series mainly focuses on women because women are getting a lot of tattoos now because they want to be creative and rebellious and show the world who they really are and energy and chakras and stuff. But they're also the ones going on social media complaining about their tattoos later. I do research for these videos, and I don't see a lot of guys on social media telling people that they regret the tattoos, but I sure see a lot of these videos. And guys, to me, a heavily tatted woman is a red flag. We know that tattoos mean a person has gone through or is going through trauma. So anyway, we're going to get into this compilation. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this first case here.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think you should be able to get tattoos until your frontal lobe is fully developed. I say that as a person with 9 tattoos that got
And that's usually right around 25.
most of them before her frontal lobe was developed, and now I'm having constant regret about some of them. It's not that they're terrible tattoos, except for that one. If you guys remember, I got a dick tattooed on my leg. That's a whole nother story, but
She got a dick tattooed on her leg? Am I gonna have to do further research on this woman for my next no tattoos video? I might just have to, you guys.
there are just pieces on my body now that I don't feel like I connect to at all. Like, I have nautical stars on my fucking hips. Like, that was a 17-year-old decision. That's not a 30-year-old decision. People are like, oh, it tells a story. It tells a story. Yeah, this story tells that I used to have really bad coping mechanisms. And
Boom, there you go, guys. Really bad coping mechanisms. You never want to make permanent life decisions when you're going through trauma, out of fear, scarcity, lack, trauma, any of that. And just tattoos are one of the most common ways that people. It's probably the most visible and easiest way to just show that you're dealing with something or going through something. Guys, don't do it until you're older.
a crush on a guy that also had nautical star tattoos, and I thought, that's how I'll get him. Like, that's just don't. No tattoos before you're 25. That's it.
There you go, guys. No tattoos before you're 25. You know, I said this on my previous tattoo videos. You know, I was a big gamer and a big nerd. I mean, I kind of still am right now, but the type of tattoos I was thinking about getting when I was younger, I would have regretted them now that I'm in my early 40s. You know what? Story time. I'll tell you. So, my favorite movie, one of my favorite, not my favorite, is The Crow with Brandon Lee. I love that movie. And I was thinking about getting The Crow, the logo, tattooed across my shoulder blades. Or one of my favorite video games of all time is XCOM. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Well, XCOM has a logo. I was gonna get that tattooed on me. Yeah, this is what. Can you imagine looking at a big crow across your shoulder blades when you're in your early 40s? So I have no tattoos, nor am I gonna get any. And I implore you guys, don't get tattoos until you're older and you really thought about what you want. And let's thank this lady for being honest. Case number 2. So you guys may remember this girl because she was all over the internet because she got this Kevin tattoo tattooed on her face, guys. This is all over last year. I don't know if you guys remember. Let's see what's going on with her.
I regret my tattoo. The video of me getting my boyfriend's name tattooed on my forehead went viral. All of the big social media platforms, newspapers, radio stations were talking about it. And all I want to say is that I regret my tattoo, but not this one, because this is actually not a real tattoo.
Oh, it's not even real. You know, she got me. I thought it was real. Wow. I'm glad it's not. Can you imagine her having that tattoo on her face for the rest of her life? And some women do that. You see that Krishan Rock girl got Blueface's face tattooed on her right cheek and on her neck, I think. And this girl is a case of she's gotten older. She looks like she's in her late 20s, and she's starting to see that the party is starting to end. You know, she's not looking the same as she did in her teens and early 20s. And she's looking at these tattoos, or she's really thinking about the aesthetic she wants to be able to pull off in her 30s. A lot of women want to pivot out of this I'm a rebel to tattoos, no one can tell me what to do thing after 25. You know, or Kevin Samuels said that 27 to 35 is the danger zone. When women hit the danger zone, they start looking at stuff like, oh man, these tattoos. You know, how are all these tattoos gonna affect my future dating prospects and being able to procure a high value man?
And the reason why I trick the whole internet is that I have a message to young people and all of the people who wants to get covered in tattoos. I want everyone to know that I regret my tattoos and you might regret yours when you get older. And as a person fully covered in tattoos, I feel like this is my responsibility to speak up, share my experience. And when people see me on social media, the first thing they notice about me is my tattoos. So if I influence people, I want to influence people in the right way. I remember when 10 years ago I was getting my first tattoos, and my mom, my friends were telling me all the time, Anna, you will regret your tattoos.
And she didn't listen to him. Look at it on her neck, on her shoulders. And you know, let's give this girl a round of applause for doing all the reflection necessary and trying to put the message out there that people will regret their tattoos, especially women, ladies. Once you start getting tattooed, it's a one-way trip, and you will see. It's not till too late that modern women, especially those on the left, realize that your aesthetic and your physical appearance is important. And once again, a lot of them don't realize that until the party starts to end. It's a one-way trip, ladies.
And I didn't listen, maybe because they didn't have any tattoos. But if there was a person covered in tattoos saying they regret their tattoos, I would have listened. So like and share this video so we can together spread the tattoo awareness that no one really talks about.
Well, good job, young lady. And I wonder if she's gonna do the whole tattoo removal thing, because tattoo removal is expensive, guys. I might do a video on how much tattoo removal costs, because it is a lot, and it doesn't get rid of all of it. So, but good job with this lady for spreading tattoo regret awareness. Good for her. Case number 3. So this woman got a tattoo removed, and she says at the end of the video that it's $550 a session to get her tattoo removed. So keep that in mind while she's talking about her tattoo removal, and let's see what's going on with this woman.
This is what my tattoo looked like after 2 sessions of laser removal. 3 sessions later, and it's still not completely gone. I got this tattoo when I turned 18 to help me overcome a painful period in my life.
Look at that. What's that even say? Is that supposed to say believe? Ugh, yikes. Ugh.
But after a few years, I reached a point where the message of the tattoo no longer resonated.
Wait, so she's talking about her tattoos, but look at these 2 rings in her nose. When's she gonna take that out?
Me. I also thought the design was too chunky and didn't match my style anymore. So I decided to get...
See, doesn't match her style anymore, because your aesthetic changes. What women want to look like and the aesthetic they want to have changes as they get older. But if you get tattoos, those never change, ladies.
I get laser removal and it hurt so bad. It felt like the top layer of my skin had been burned off, even with super strong numbing cream. Not to mention, it was $550 a session. After going through 3 sessions of excruciating pain, it got to the point where it was...
After 3 sessions, so yeah, that's like $1,600. It usually takes at least 6 sessions for complete removal. Are you guys hearing that? Wow. Yeah, so like over $1,600 per session. So what? That's over $3,000 to get one tattoo removed. Just don't get any in the first place, guys.
It's too expensive to continue. So this is what I'm stuck with now until I go back for more. A little while after, my cousin told me about ephemerals tattooing that naturally fades over time. Given my experience with laser removal, I thought this was a great idea, so I got a bunch. For example, I love this tattoo.
Look at this, guys. Now she got that tattoo that doesn't last, but who would get this tattoo in any way, shape, or form? Some people shouldn't be allowed to come up with their own ideas to tattoo their own skin, because the one that she got removed was ugly. This one's even worse, in my opinion.
I am a little bit of a crybaby, but I definitely couldn't imagine having it 10, 20 years from now. I'm glad that I now have the option to try out any design I want without having to worry about permanence.
So, moral to the story, guys, don't get tattoos until you're 25. Think about the aesthetic that you want when you get older. Think about the career you want. Think about how you want to be perceived on vacations, in front of family, friends, strangers, all that stuff. Because being heavily tattooed, guys, it's a one-way trip, And I know a lot of young people are like, oh, yeah, there's tattoo acceptance. Guys, I'm telling you this right now. I'm 43 years old, and my generation, we still don't like tattoos in the workplace. So I'm 43, so you have another 40 years until my generation leaves the planet, and we're the ones hiring now. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.